Hi, my name is Tom Bowman. I'm a program coordinator with the Utah Assistive Technology program. I'm happy to be part of this training today. Ultimately, power wheelchairs and scooters, we'll talk a little bit briefly about scooters as well, 90+% of them are simple 24-volt systems. If you look at this simple mock-up here, ultimately you've got two batteries, two 12-volt batteries that supply the 24-volt, a joystick, two motors, and a motor controller, essentially power module. Okay, so ultimately what you're going to want to do to transport a wheelchair is you're going to put it in what's called freewheel. You're going to do one of two things. You're either going to disengage the brake, depending on the chair, or the gearbox. Okay, in this case, this is an example. This is the motor right here, the brake is at the end, and this is the gearbox. With this motor, you can see the simple lever to push, okay? Then this is in freewheel. To drive, okay, then that's locked, all right? This is an example of disengaging the gearbox. Brakes here, no lever on it, motor there, gearbox here, okay? That's locked. Nice, cut myself. Twist that lever, and then this is in freewheel, okay? It's important to understand that a power wheelchair that's functional is the brakes are always on. All right, so this is a quite common chair. This is a Quantum Q6 Edge. And ultimately, this is quite simple. Big, bright yellow levers on them. On all these, look for the motors. You'll either see a lever on the motor or on the brake. So these, simply push them down, okay? And then you can push the chair. At times, any of these levers can be a little tight. So sometimes it helps, if the lever's hard to push, to simply grab the chair, rock it back and forth a little bit as you're pushing the lever, okay? And then because sometimes those gearboxes get a little tight. Now we are looking at a Jazzy Select. Used to be a little more common. These levers, this is not in freewheel now, not moving. These levers are quite unique. You notice this little diagram, and this is in freewheel, okay? Quite a unique thing. I would not try and do this with your foot. Those are very easily broken. Yeah, you can break those off and cause somebody some serious repair costs by doing that. Okay, this is another quite common chair here. Did us all a favor by making these, instead of going up and down, you grab these yellow levers, pull them out. There's even a little diagram. Sometimes, you'll see a lot of different chairs and a lot of different conditions. Don't expect to necessarily see a diagram. Very similar to the motor I showed you earlier, there's just a simple L-shaped pin that goes directly into the gearbox. These little L-shaped, the top of this, can either be in freewheel this way or that way. You don't know. You would know by trying to push the chair, okay? These are notoriously hard. So you rocking the chair back and forth. See that one side's in freewheel and then the other one as well. Now this is such a small chair with no one in it, you can lock the chair and literally grab it and drag it. This might weigh, 250, so it can be just picked up and moved. Typically it's easier to drag a chair as opposed to pushing it. I would grab it as low as you can. Small power chair, again, disengage. Okay, it's in freewheel right now. Okay, it moves freely. I would highly recommend pushing the chair up in reverse. Resist the urge to push like this. This back is made out of plywood and only one of these sides actually holds the chair vertical. So if you're exerting, 200 plus pounds of force, you can actually crack the plywood. So a much better option is to back the chair up, push lower, get it up. Definitely recommend locking the gearbox or the brake, taking it out of freewheel and then tie it down. So some power chairs will have essentially built-in D-rings to tie down so you can secure the chair on the ramp. In this case, we're using these webbing loops, 4 different points. You see we're on the frame of the chair there. Simply loops around, and then you can secure them to the eye hooks on the ramp. Better to secure on the base of the chair, you know, being this portion down here, obviously, than up here. Some other power chairs where they have built-in D-rings on a heavier duty seat, but these arms are removable. So yeah, if you tied onto that, that could come off quite easily, not very secure.